Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. After that wholesome meal, I want to hear a loud good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you. That's good, my students. All right. There were a lot of government representatives who were supposed to be part of this event today. But there's a lady, Anshu Vashisht, who's the Secretary of Government of India, who's here. And unfortunately, they're not here because of her. They're giving her a lot of attention. So they'll be here tomorrow, as promised. So don't miss tomorrow. All of you must attend. Continuing the session, we have a panel discussion coming up. I request Mr. Sendil Kumar, Deputy Program Manager, JESSI, founded by United Nations ICT Task Force, to kindly come upon. He will be the panel moderator. And our panelists would be Dr. Vidya Shetty, who needs no introduction. Mrs. Jaya George, Director, Education, Chastel House, India. And Mr. Aman Pal Singh, Business Head, Brain Cafe, Science. This session will be on challenges implementing technology. And another small thing I would like to include here, ladies and gentlemen, please keep your questions short and sweet. Thank you.
Symmetry. Yes. Makes a nice pattern. Isn't it? Yeah. Good afternoon. So one of the real challenges that keeping this session intact immediately after lunch. So good that they made it a little more interactive so that hopefully we can all keep you awake for another 1 hour. So here we have a very eminent panelist, Dr. Vidya Shetty. She made an amazing presentation pre-lunch, and so therefore, we will not have any further presentation from Dr. Vidya. So we'll have probably brief recap in case if you missed out something and you have an opportunity to catch up. And we have Aman Pal Singh and from Z Learn, and so we have another mixed representatives like the third person from Crystal House, director, educationist, and a school head. She wears a lot of hats. So Jaya George. So we have mixed representation from the education institution and school management and the technology provider, private sector. So I come from a very neutral entity. So I come from the United Nations. So therefore, I try to be as neutral as possible here with probably equal opportunity to everyone. In the context of the technology integration, so though I have been engaged in this technology and education space for now just over a decade, and so I have interacted with the multiple levels in terms of the government school systems and private school with Asia, Africa, and better developed countries. And I've been seeing some of those challenges what we normally come across. And predominantly all those challenges surrounding in terms of how these technology tools are addressing the educational objectives achievement. And technology per se, we don't have any, I would say probably, we have plenty of options to choose from now compared to a decade ago. The cost of technology device has come down drastically, but how do you integrate some of those devices for a meaningful teaching learning practices? Not only at the classrooms for capacity building of teachers. And since morning we have been talking about the critical role of a teacher and the school leader in the school. And Dr. Vidya Shetty presented about at one level the school leadership and the challenges. Look at the scale in which we are operating in India probably. So this is what when I visit, I'm based at Nairobi by the way, so I visit many African countries. Some of the tiny countries is like 4 districts of Karnataka. And so when we talk about some of these numbers, what we deal in India, so they get completely astonished. What 220 million children, 6 to 14 years age group, like 1.4 million schools, 7 million teachers. And that's the scale in which, many countries, the population is not even that much. So therefore, when we talk about these numbers, when we take the silence of excellence, some of the smaller schools at scale, so this is where probably the government representatives can come and reflect what the challenges they do face. Like 14% of the 1.4 million schools, we are talking about some form of technology available, which means that one end we are talking about one-to-one technology, high-end learning devices. Other end, only 10% of the schools of 1.4 million, we do have some form of computer or technology. So where we are talking about the inclusive knowledge society building, that's the Government of India vision is talking about, and how we can give the equal opportunity to everyone to bring out this talent to the visibility to take this country forward. So I'm coming from slightly different perspective here. And if that is the case, what kind of access, retention, and finally quality enhancement in learning has to happen? And fortunately, with this Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan or RMSA, the access to school or access to education is not a challenge, but the quality of learning is the biggest challenge we are facing now. Then how technology come in very handy to support professional development of teachers or school administrative process, and in the process bring in good quality teaching and learning for a child. And so that's one thing we are looking at. Again, the ICT, what we talk about, it's a small component of the overall vision we are talking about. The country is looking at building a knowledge society, and ICT, where the science, technology, innovation, learning in the knowledge age, what kind of paradigm shift we need to bring in. So in the whole process, what kind of role teachers bring in, what kind of digital learning resources, and what kind of the evaluation framework we bring in, like plenty of competitive education resources available, how teachers can select some of those quality resources, like one of the challenges our delegate asked, and Dr. Vidya pointed out as well this afternoon session, how we can capacitate the large scale the government system to analyze some of those digital learning resources. Every private sector company has got their own the digital learning resources. Obviously, they think that they're producing some of the best quality material. We need to really look at how the system can evaluate some of those quality material. How you bring in some of those international competency standards for the teachers to adapt to the state level. We have plenty of standards now available. The UNESCO has got a standard for a teacher, and IST has got a standard, European standard, Australian standard. So there are plenty of standards available for how to build a systematic capacity among the teachers for integrating technology in the education sector. How we can really look at some of those global contexts and bring in. Then what kind of technology model, how it plays a very important role in terms of total cost of ownership. And this is what I leave it to some of our panelists to really open up, and I really look forward to very interesting